Hey, it's Jack from Jack Gately Real Estate and the Online Real Estate Academy. And so I wanted to come by YouTube here, say hello to you all, and give you an update of what's going on with the Bombshell Commission lawsuits. We've had some developments over the last couple of days since the announcement in New York of the soon-to-be competing or hope to be competing National Association that's theoretically going to take on the National Association of Realtors. Okay, so that was announced, just yesterday, I think, or Tuesday. And we're going to get into that in a second, talk a little bit about the reaction to that. But first, let's talk about the Bombshell Commission lawsuits and where that stands at the moment. Let's see if we can bring up the article here from Real Estate News. Court should consolidate commission cases, NAR argues, but they don't want to hear those commission cases before the same judge in Kansas City. Basically, do you want to say this? But this appears to be kind of like a move to change the venue to judge shop, right? To find a judge that would be more favorable to them. We know that NAR took exception to the evidence rules that were used by the judge in Kansas City. But I got to say, unless they can somehow, again, not a lawyer, too smart to go to law school. This is not legal. I think they're going to be hard pressed to make a case unless they can somehow indicate that the Kansas City judge erred in some way. I think it'd be more likely to consolidate it in Kansas City, where that judge is already tremendously familiar with the subject matter. And I think, there's definitely what's the word I'm looking for? Labor intensive situation. Yeah, and why restart the wheel with somebody who hasn't dealt with it as much as that judge. Trade Association favors consolidation approach, but wants all 19 cases included and doesn't think the trial should be held in Missouri. They're making this case in documents filed January 23rd, which was 2 days ago, with the U.S. Judicial Panel on Multi-District Litigation. Ooh, very serious, U.S. District, multi-district. So here's the thing. I totally agree with the association that they should try. I think this is definitely better for the entire industry is to get this all under one umbrella and settle this once and for all. I think that would be a very helpful thing for the entire industry. After all, that's why they have the U.S. Judicial Panel on Multi-District Litigation, to solve that type of problem. Otherwise, you're playing like whack-a-mole, constantly. It will never end, which some lawyers like, right? And that's probably not a good strategy for anybody or for most people. Probably not good for the association, probably not good for consumers, might only be good for the lawyers. So I'm a big believer, totally agree with the National Association that everything should be consolidated under one umbrella case. Totally agree with that. But I don't agree with the judge shopping that they're effectively trying to do here. The association is seeking a different venue should the newly consolidated cases move forward. So in a motion filed December 27th, Mr. Ketchmark, who's the attorney for the plaintiffs, requested the consolidated case be held in Missouri. So the guy who won in Missouri wants to keep the case in Missouri. Obviously, that would be second nature, of course. They include 10 lawsuits filed after that verdict, including at least one lawsuit filed by Mr. Ketchmark. And I think we're now up to, I know you need a spreadsheet to keep track. I think you're now up to 19 cases. Is that what it is? 19 cases. It is tough to keep track, but I think it's 19 cases. Now, NAR countered that the original proposal would consolidate only a limited subset of pending actions that involve common questions of fact, noting that there are 19 cases to challenge the rule, blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, NAR wants the case moved to Illinois or Texas, which actually brings up our next story from Real Estate News. and that is judge likely to merge two of the Illinois Commission cases. The lawsuits known as Batten 1 and Batten 2 may soon be combined with Judge Andrea Wood. Dave Gallagher, Real Estate News, Live gives credit where credit is due. Thank you, David. What did the judge say during a January 23rd phone conference? Wood suggested she was leaning towards reassigning Batten 2 into her court and merging it with Batten 1. Okay, so I guess that's another step in the right direction of getting things all together. There's probably some judge politics behind the scenes. You know, I'm sure some judges kind of like want to be the judge to decide the case. And yeah, I'm sure there's some, legal maneuvering going on there, but there's some rivalry occasionally from these judges, right? On certain cases. So we'll see how that goes. We'll keep you posted. In the meantime, the Anywhere CEO seems to be incredibly happy. His name is Ryan Schneider, that he settled out of court before the trial. He is looking smarter and smarter by the day. He was at Inman Connect over the last couple of days. Anywhere is sitting pretty following a decision last year to settle out of court. We wanted to make sure our agents and franchisees got protected, Schneider added, noting he thought the move would give Anywhere a competitive advantage over other real estate companies. Anywhere was among the previous defendants. Of course, as you know, Anywhere is like the behemoth of real estate names. You know, you think you're dealing with Coldwell Banker, and Coldwell Banker is different than the other real estate agency down the street. It's possible that Anywhere actually owns both of the agencies or is affiliated or the parent company. You know how that works, right? Agencies, independent agency owned and operated, right? So franchise ors or E's might be independently owned and operated, but the same umbrella company, right? The settlements consequently make Anywhere and Remax, let's not forget Remax, unique among the largest brokerages right now. Let's not forget Remax also settled. And since we're talking about the commission lawsuits, the bombshell commission lawsuits, don't forget the debate tomorrow between Mr. Ketchmark, the plaintiff's attorney, and Mr. Lamacchia, a real estate broker here in Massachusetts, going to be nominated by Sarah Wheeler. You can go over to this website here over at Housing Wire. I put the link in the description. Don't go there now because you're watching my show, which you love. By the way, you don't hesitate to, go ahead. We've actually increased a lot of in the most recent time. So please go right ahead and hit that. You know what to do. The thing. And so go over there and sign up for this debate. I will cover it. It's tomorrow, Friday, 1 p.m. Central Time. So I got to admit, time zones always confuse me. So, that's someone just actually dropped a comment on the channel and said that that meant it was 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Let's see. We have a comment here. Let's bring it up from William. It's a lawsuit circus out there. I think it would be logical to consolidate all of these lawsuits. Totally agree with that, William. Yes, and I think that's that's the voice of reason, right? That make it from a court. If you're imagine if you're the judge that manages all these courts from a workforce or labor intensive situation, you'd want everything done once, right? Yeah. So I think that's how it will go. And that would be better for everyone. So look at that. I agree with NAR on something. That doesn't happen every day. But I think it'd be better with the judge that already tried the full case in Kansas City. Mr. Umansky is also at Inman Connect, and he says the industry is in trouble as he debuts a NAR rival. So as we covered the other day, the breaking news, Mr. Umansky, who's the founder of the agency and also some type of reality TV show star, of which I don't watch reality TV, so I wasn't up to date on his stardom. And Mr. Haber, who is the founder of the NAR Accountability Project, they have launched basically at this point how do I want to call it? Oh, it's a wireframe of what can potentially be. Right now, it's a one-page website. Okay, that's what it is. Right now, it's basically a one-page website. But they're hoping to kind of make it a competitive. They give it a long way to go. But I like the spirit of it. And it did get a lot of love on Twitter the other day. This is just one of the many tweets that was retweeted by Mr. Haber yesterday, who, again, is one of the co-founders of this new organization, the American Real Estate Association. Is that what it is? Area, I'm going to call it. Here's from Amanda Orson. She's building some type of unlisted real estate marketplace. Oh, she must have some wrong speak and some wrong thought, right? Right? Yeah. NAR's dominance is borrowed time, one way or the other. Either court of public opinion, literal courts, real estate brokerages leaving en masse. What I didn't anticipate happening so soon was frustrated and capable agents to form a new trade association. Best of luck to you, Mr. Haber and Mr. Umansky. So lots of tweets like that all over the Twitterverse. They don't call it the Xverse. Is that what it's called now? The Xverse. Of course, you could go to my channel and watch my 2018, now 6 years ago. You could go to this very YouTube channel and watch my 2018 visionary realtor rant that I did outside of a Starbucks when I was very upset that I had paid $600-700 to renew my realtor license or membership. And I'm so glad I don't have to do that anymore. So every year, while you're writing a check for your dues to the realtors, I don't write that, and none of my agents do either. Oh, by the way, thank you so much for that. And one of my nice viewers, sent me a referral here in Massachusetts. He was from Maine, and he sent me a referral. It might work. I got to follow up. But thank you for thinking of me. That was very, very nice. Appreciate the referral. Very kind of you to think of me. So, and I will follow up with you again because I know you gave me an update, which merits a response. So we'll take a look at that. Also, at Real Estate News, they have a thought piece from Russ Cafano that was posted yesterday. Time for mandatory buyer agreements? Here's my quick take on this. I don't know if we need any more. Do we need more rules? I don't know. I think mandatory buyer agreements are a good idea. Do we need another rule to mandate them? I don't know. I think it would be better just, for brokers to decide whether they want their agents to be using them or not. That's just, it's just my quick take on the whole situation. That's just my quick take on the whole situation. Our 10-year, look at that. It's been creeping up. And our mortgage rates are now at 6-week highs, closing yesterday at 6.95, knocking on the doorstep of 7%. We did have some data this morning, and I know that we have, what did we have? We have some home sales data coming in very shortly, but looking very quickly at this numbers here, if I understand it, durable goods came in weak. Do I have that correct? And initial jobless came in a little bit higher than expected. We do have new home sales coming in the momentarily, in about 10 minutes or so. And of course, tomorrow is the very important PCE number at 8:30. And of course, then the commission lawsuit debate thingy is at 2 p.m. Eastern. All right, so that is a wrap for today. I'm Jack from Jack Gately Real Estate and the Online Real Estate Academy. Go make some money. Bye-bye.